Hi, and welcome to Effortless Everyday Makeup Over 40, where I teach you a simple everyday makeup routine that will look very chic and polished, but take maybe 10 to 12 minutes tops. Stay tuned. Oh, and stay to the end because there's a special giveaway you do not want to miss. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler, and you are at Clean Beauty Babe. I am an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I even worked in Hollywood for 10 years, and I still have the privilege of doing some TV, film, mostly commercial and print. But what I really love, what I'm really passionate about is teaching you, women over 40, how to look and feel better. And it's so simple and it's so easy, and I love to help. So welcome and thank you for being here. Before we get started on effortless everyday makeup over 40, and if you're under 40, welcome, you're still welcome here. But if you could do me a favor and like this video when it's done or hit subscribe, that would really help me grow my audience, grow this community, and invite a friend. If you know someone who is maybe a little timid about makeup, or maybe their makeup routine from their 30s is no longer working, invite them here. I would love to have them. And when I say over 40, that encompasses all ages over 40. I just picked 40 as my lowest benchmark, but it's women in their 50s like me. I'm 53, 60s, 70s. I've done women's makeup of all ages and ethnicities. So let's get started with some skincare. I switched to Beautycounter a year ago, and good makeup always starts with good skincare, ladies. This is an essence. I always do this after I wash my face. It just leaves a very supple bounce to the skin. And what does that mean, a bounce? Well, it means it makes your skin feel cushiony, not tight, but cushiony. Like, oh, it feels so good. And what it does also is it makes your skin more like a sponge to absorb the next layers. I'm next going to go to the tripeptide serum. Now, normally in the daytime, I would always use a vitamin C serum, but my prescription is telling me not to. I have an online prescription. I can talk about that another time for nighttime. And they're like, for right now, just for right now, while your skin's getting used to the nighttime prescription, avoid vitamin C serum just right now. But it's wonderful for every day. Every woman should have vitamin C serum. But I'm going to use the tripeptide serum just because I'm real dry right around here. I did a chemical toner yesterday, ladies, and I burned my face and then woke up to peeling. So even us professionals can do it wrong, but that's just a really nice tripeptide serum. Now I'm going to use my daily moisturizer. This whole frosted pink bottle line is Counter Time. It's our anti-aging line. So when I first entered quarantine a year ago, I was taking a walk in my neighborhood. It was a beautiful spring day, and I was feeling kind of yuck about myself, as I think a lot of us were in the beginning of quarantine. I'm very uncertain, and I thought, okay, I'm running out of a bunch of skincare. Let's stop doing this line and this line. Let's do a cohesive line. We all know that, brands are designed to work together. That doesn't mean you can't go outside of the brand, but they're really designed to work all together. And so I thought, what is the time of my life where I felt the most beautiful? What is the skincare that made my skin look and feel the best? And it was Beautycounter. And plus it's clean ingredients. So that day I decided to sign up as a rep. I wanted the discount. Just so you know, as a professional makeup artist in Hollywood, I never paid full price for just about anything. I mean, yes, if I go to Target or Walgreens, but for the most part, Laura Mercier, MAC, Bobbi Brown, Makeup Forever, what else? Well, they all give us a professional discount. It Cosmetics, 30 to 40%, very generous. So I don't like to pay full price for things. I am more and more nowadays, but I wanted the discount on my Beautycounter. This is the best eye cream I've ever used. Their Counter Time eye cream. always use a spatula. Even if you think your hands are clean, there's always some surface bacteria. So I will use a spatula. Spatulas cost nothing. I think you can even get them at Ulta. Oh my gosh, I feel so good. But the key to beautiful everyday makeup women really is your skincare. Please don't neglect that, especially over 40. It's time to, you know, be a big girl and invest in your skin. I have women daily reaching out to me saying, I'm just now deciding to take care of my skin, and they're in their 40s and 50s, and I applaud them. It's never too late, but I have been taking care of my skin since I was 16 religiously. I can count on one hand how many times I've fallen asleep with my makeup on. I would get home from college, not remember how I got home from a party, and the next day I had a squeaky clean face. I've always washed my face. I've always used moisturizer. I started using SPF in the early 90s when SPF really became a thing. This is a sheer one I'm going to put on, and I'm only going to do a pump and a half. It's real sheer, so if you have deeper skin tone, this it's a mineral sunscreen, not a chemical, because mineral sunscreens are deemed clean. But you can see it absorbs right in, and I don't have that white cast, so this is the 25. Anyway, but even though I've taken beautiful care of my skin and I've been, you know, meticulous with it, I still have some damage. I still have, you know, sunspots. I still have the gels. Part of this is genetic, and part of it I think is driving around in Southern California. You know, the visor of the car will kind of hit you right here. And I feel like my lower face has really taken a beating with sun damage. And I think that's why I've got the lines, you know, the marionette lines are starting, the jowls, my neck. I never protected my neck, never protected my chest, and now I'm paying for it. So anyway, it's never too late. We can do the best we can. Okay, I'm gonna start with makeup right now. When I say effortless everyday makeup, this is going to be makeup that I do most days. Now, if I go to work and I want to look a little more polished and professional, I will wear a little bit of foundation, and you know how I feel about foundation. I don't like it over 40. I might do another video very soon on that, but I'm very strategic where I wear foundation. But because we've worn masks for a year, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of makeup right here because it's all going to come off on the mask anyway. I don't care what powder, what setting spray. It's friction. It's just friction, and it's going to come off. And so I really don't wear much makeup most days, but for days where I'm at home, or today I'm taking my daughter shopping at the mall, or days I'm running errands, I just use a simple tinted moisturizer. And you could even use a BB cream. And then what I'll do later is I'm going to go into the areas where I need more coverage, and I am going to do about 2 pumps. I'm going to spot treat. I'm going to spot cover. So this is the Dew Skin by Beautycounter. Yes, I use a lot of Beautycounter because it's clean. I trust it. It's clean. Some products are vegan, some are not, but it's clean and cruelty-free. And I work way too hard on my health not to be putting the best quality ingredients on my skin. So, I have a little mirror here. And I'm just going to do this and just talk to you guys as I put my makeup on. I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner, so the best way that I learn is to watch others. I actually love watching women put makeup on. Do you guys love that? I really love watching other women put makeup on. And you know what I really love? I love women who aren't makeup artists. I love watching women who are not makeup artists put makeup on. It is so fun for me. Let me get my skincare out of the way. Okay, so you can see how sheer that is. It gives me a real pretty glow, but it doesn't really cover. You can see I'm still pink around the nose. I still have a little bit of pink showing here. I still have sunspots. You can see a little bit of discoloration. So that is just really to kind of even me out, give me a glow, And oh, there's some on my desk here, so I'll put a little bit more up here. But it really is not much coverage. But as I get older, I would rather have pretty skin than coverage. And that's just how I feel. I would rather have pretty skin than coverage, because you can always see coverage. And right through here where I have texture and dryness and some flaking from the prescription I'm using at night, right here, if I put foundation right here, oh, it is so old and cakey and it just doesn't look pretty. I'd rather have just pretty hydrated skin. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, the first thing I always do is I use a primer. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's clean. It's like $3. Maybe it's $5. I don't know. It's so inexpensive. And this has lasted me about 6 months. It's starting to get dry. It has a lot of products still in there, but it's starting to get kind of dry. So I do this. I really warm it up. You really have to warm it up. It's on the drier side, but man, does it cover. It really, really covers. And I just pat it on. I kind of go up a little higher, not just my eyelid, but a little higher where I have some veins. Look at that. Do you see the difference? And some days I'll just do that and some mascara and that's it. Because I get so much discoloration. Like people think I'm wearing, it looks like I'm wearing light brown eyeshadow on my eye. I'm not. I have nothing on. This is a nude eye and this is with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. So even if you just want a really pretty polished look really, really fast, you could just use this and mascara and be done. I really am impressed with this product. Like I said, I've probably had it about 6 months. I use it every day. You just pat it on, and for under $5, it's great. For years, I used the MAC paint pots in Painterly. And I have to tell you, I like this better, and it's $5. Okay. And this is, I don't even know what color this is, but it's kind of like a yellowish beige. I think they make a nude peach one too. I might want to try that one eventually. Okay. Ooh, we have my Beautycounter oil drops too. I might do that because, you know, I do also the Josie Maran Argan Oil. So I really love the Beautycounter drops. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this super easy. I'm only going to do a few colors on my eyes today. And usually on days like this, I do not do eyeliner because I just want it to look really effortless. This is my Mob Beauty palette. I absolutely love it. Stay to the end because I have an exciting announcement. I have this one too. But stay till the end. I have an exciting announcement, okay, about Mob Beauty, and I can't wait to tell you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Yes, I need to clean this. This is the Morphe M433. M is in Morphe 433. I think it's like $5 or $8 at Ulta. I love it. I like the Morphe brushes, but I only like the Morphe brushes if I have a nice eyeshadow. So I will go in. And because it's a fluffy brush, I'm using M6. Oh, this one, M6. It's kind of a shell beige. It's really pretty. It's in between light and medium. But I go in just like a little windshield wiper. Okay, and do you see the difference? It adds a tiny bit of color and polish to the eye. And I do the whole eye. I just don't go into the brow bone area. And yes, I'll do my brows in a minute. And then I go on this eye. And because it's a fluffy brush, it really does the blending for you. It's really nice. If you haven't seen my hooded eye video, I've done a whole video on hooded eyes, but believe me, I cannot believe how hooded my eyes have been just in the last couple months. They're really starting, this is really starting to drop into my lash line. And I'm becoming very hooded. So more videos to come, ladies, on different looks for hooded eyes because, wow, I'm really experiencing it. Okay, so next I am going to take a little brush and I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna keep this real simple. See this highlighter? I'm gonna use a little highlighter on my face later. I'm gonna go in and I always go into this inner corner. Look at that. If you wanna instantly brighten your eyes and make them look a little bit more youthful, put a light color in there. Now, a little bit of concealer might go over this, but that's a good thing because it'll tone down some of the shine. We don't want to be disco. We just want to be youthful. And then I'll even take a little bit on my finger and tap it right in the middle. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's the lightest hint of sheen and it really opens up that eye area. See that? Just the littlest bit of sheen. I love it, and we're gonna use that later on the face. Okay, so that's it. So far, just 2 shadows, okay? Now, I might take the tiniest bit of brown, the tiniest bit of brown, and let me see. I think I'm gonna do a brown from, I'm gonna do a brown from this palette because it's lighter. And I'm gonna take this brush by MAC, which I don't even think they make this brush anymore, but it's like a little tapered, super soft. And watch this. I'm gonna see how I'm just keeping it out here. And in person, that is so much softer than how it looks on camera, but high def always intensifies everything you do and makes everything look darker and crisper. So watch this. It's almost like I'm doing a little sideways V, or almost like a little C shape. It's just gonna give me a little bit of depth and lift in the outer corners. Now, if you have a hooded eye, you're not gonna see that as much, or you can lift yours a little bit higher. Watch this, see how I'm going up a little tiny bit higher? Here, I'll do it on this side. If you're hooded, you can go a little bit higher, see? And that lifts the eyes. And then look, do you see how my eyelid disappeared? But we still have some of this depth lifting the eye and kind of pushing back that brow bone. If you have a brow bone that's very protruding, the darker color pushes it back. Now, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your fluffy brush. It still probably has a little bit of the M6 shadow on it, or a light to medium shadow. And look at this. You're gonna blend right over it, and it softens the darker color. It blends it all together, and people will be amazed at your blending skills. That's all I did, look. See how blended that looks? And I'll tell you, in person, it's even softer. It's even softer in person. Okay, so that's it. 3 brushes, did my whole eye. I love it. Okay, I'm going to do my brows. I love this Morphe pencil. This is one of those micro pencils. Look how tiny that is. I love a micro pencil. This pencil is $5. It's got the little brush spoolie on the other side. And this is the, I don't know, blonde or taupe, but oops, I need a magnification mirror. So I'm gonna try to make this quick because I think most of you know how to do brows. I did a whole YouTube video on all the different brow products, every product you could ever imagine for brows for over 40, because we do get a little bit more sparse as we get older. That's just normal. You're not alone. You're in good company. We do get a little bit more sparse as we get older. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll tend to brush it right here in this inner corner to kind of lighten it up, and then I'll keep it a little bit darker out here. but it just frames the face and just gives you a polished look. Even on days where I'm just doing this and mascara, I still always do brows. Brows just give you that beautiful polished look. And all we're doing is we're coloring behind the brow hairs. You can do that, right? That's almost like, you know, when we were kids and our moms would say, stay in the lines. Stay in the lines. So we're doing the same thing here. We're staying in the lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. This one outside of the lines a little bit, but look, the spoolie just erases it. I love these spoolies. And then, like I said, I'll use a little bit of spoolie right here. I mean, I just feel like myself when I have my brows on. I just love brows. I love eyebrows. If you don't have eyebrows, I will tell you it is a good investment to go get microbladed. I have quite a few friends who have. It lasts about 3 years and it's a game changer. You will roll out of bed and you will have eyebrows on, and they do little teeny tiny hair-like strokes, and then they can block it in with a little light powdery look. So you have the blocked in light powdery look and the little strokes, and it is absolutely beautiful, and the illusion really looks like real eyebrows. It's an investment, but you are worth it. Think about the makeup and brow products you use in 3 years, break that down, and then getting microbladed really isn't that big of an investment. It seems big at first, but when you break it down, you know, how many days are in 3 years? Over 900, probably over 1,000, right? Break down 1,000 days into what? $400, $500 for microbrow. I think it's around $400. And find someone good. Look for someone who does good before and afters. Look for someone who does microblading on someone in your age category. Don't look for the 20-year-olds because that's not going to help us. Okay, so one thing I absolutely love to do, and you do not have to do this, but when I don't want to wear eyeliner, but I still want to define my lashes, I will take this e.l.f. No Budge pencil. I think it only comes in black. It might come in brown, but I think it only comes in black. It's retractable. I'm telling you, this pencil does not budge. It is amazing. And I will go up into my lash line. Look at the difference. Do you see? It almost looks like I have like mascara on. Look at that. And it hides up in the lash line. Don't poke yourself. It might take a little getting used to for some of you. But I am telling you, it makes such a world of difference, especially on hooded eyes, because now if you have a hooded eye and you do eyeliner here and then you look at someone or the camera or the mirror, it's gone. But this isn't gone because it sits right here on your upper lash line. See, look, it's on your upper lash waterline. And tell me that does not make a huge difference. I love it. e.l.f. This is like $3. I'm telling you, some of these e.l.f. products are very impressive. Okay. I am going to do mascara, and then I'm going to come back. You don't want to watch me. I take a long time to do my mascara because I love Tammy Faye Baker lashes. If you like natural lashes, I totally respect that. If you like natural lashes, let me tell you, this CoverGirl is nice for natural lashes. It's not enough for me, but I like CoverGirl because they just went cruelty-free, and I applaud them, and you can get it in the drugstore. But I like Thrive. It is a tubular mascara. It coats each lash with a tube, and it's warm water removal. So at night you have to have warm water. Cleanser will not take this off. Eye makeup remover will not take this off. It's warm water, and they literally slip off each lash. It makes a little bit of a mess in your sink, but it's worth it to me because on hot, humid days, or if I'm tearing up because I have dry eye, this doesn't budge because it's warm water removal. Okay, I'll be back. And I love my lashes. I love them. I love this Thrive mascara. I don't have a code for you. They took my code away. It's a long story. Apparently you can't post codes and links. They don't like that. So anyway, but I really love the Thrive. I have another company called Blink, B-L-I-N-C, I think. And they are the actual creators of the tubular mascara. They have a patent on it, and they are sending me one soon. And when I try it, I will let everyone know, because I'd much prefer to give Blink my business, because Thrive kind of did me wrong, but I love the Thrive mascara. It's my favorite mascara. Okay, so you can see my eyes look really polished, right? Long lashes. Look how long. Look at that. Long lashes. I also use a lash serum. I use Grande Lash. I absolutely love it. I've used it on and off for years. And it's the only one that doesn't give me irritation or the kind of red eyes. I don't like that. Okay. This step is very important. I love using a mini beauty blender. Look how tiny that is. Teeny tiny. Look, compared to my nose, teeny tiny. This is what I'm going to use. This is how I do a little bit more coverage when on days where I just want to wear a tinted, but I need a little more coverage. Concealer. So this is the Beautycounter concealer. Also, it's called Skin Twin. And here is what I'm going to say about concealer. And I've done a whole YouTube video on my top 4 concealers. This made one of them. This is very natural looking. So this is going to give you beautiful hydrated skin. If you have really deep dark circles, you're going to need more coverage than this. But I've come to the point in my life for everyday effortless makeup, I want to look like pretty hydrated skin, and I'm okay having a little bit of a discoloration here. If you look at women in France, and I'm so obsessed with French women and French culture right now, I'm obsessed. But they will forego a little bit of makeup and have a little bit of discoloration or dark circle to look more natural, and it looks pretty to me. And even in Korea, they're starting to do a little bit more, they're letting a little bit more discoloration show through. It's kind of becoming more of a trend because they'd rather have pretty skin under the eye than thick cakey concealer. Now, I know I still owe everyone a YouTube video on what's going on with our face as we age. My face dropped. I woke up one day in September and this whole lower face had dropped. I'm not kidding you. My husband and daughter noticed it. And that's when I got these deep lines. Literally overnight, my face dropped. I was horrified. I know I need to do a video on that. It's just such a hard video to do. And you have to be so truthful. And a lot of women aren't ready to hear some of that. But I know that's coming. So anyway, I use a very natural concealer. Remember, we only put concealer where we need it. So look, I'm not discolored out here. I have real pretty skin, but I'm real discolored here. I'm definitely not drinking enough water, I'll tell you that. I need to up my water game. I do a little bit on the nose. I do a little bit around the nose. And look, I haven't dipped back in. There's enough on here. Look at that. There's enough on here. And then I have a humongous sunspot right here. Ooh, that covered better than I thought. Oh my gosh. You know how you go through the motions with your makeup and you're not really paying attention? That just covered my sunspot beautifully. Okay, so I do like to take the Beauty Blender and I just kind of press it. And I'll use my finger in a minute. That's not fully blended yet. I'll use my finger in a minute to really warm up. Now, I do get a little discoloration under the eyes, but I don't mind that because it kind of looks like I've smoked a shadow under my lashes. So I don't bring it over too much, and I go down the center of my nose because our nose and our chin gets a little discoloration. Some people get discoloration on the cheeks. If you are the type of person that has a really, really red face, like maybe you have some rosacea going on, will you let me know in comments? Because I think I'm needing to do a video on correcting red skin. And I have the best product in the world that I use on commercial, especially for men. I don't know if men get really red and ruddy, and I can't have that on commercials. So anywhere you have maybe the slightest blemish, you don't even have to put concealer there. You can just take what's already on here and do this, and it just covers it. But look at this. See? Doesn't it look like I've just now put foundation on? But I didn't. It's just this really gorgeous sheer Skin Twin Beautycounter concealer. This is light, and then in the summer I use medium, and sometimes I even use medium out here on my face and this down through the middle. I'm not suggesting everyone go get 2 concealers, but okay. And now this is when I take my finger and kind of press. There you go. And see, we still have that pretty light shadow in the corner of the eyes, but now the concealer has kind of covered some of it so it doesn't look so disco-y. I love that trick. But look at that. Look at that. That's some real pretty healthy skin right there. And all I have on is the sheerest tinted moisturizer with almost no coverage whatsoever, and concealer strategically placed. You can do that, right? And then an itty bitty beauty blender that I love. Love, love, love. Okay. So now this is when I do lower lashes. I do my lower lashes after my concealer. I like lower lashes. If you don't, that's okay. If you're the type that gets really, if you're the type that gets mascara all over the place under your eye, that's probably why you need the tubular mascara, because the tubular mascara, it doesn't budge. I really need a tubular mascara for my makeup kit, my professional makeup kit, but right now I just use the L'Oreal Voluminous and waterproof for most people. So I do it pretty soft. You can always take a spoolie. You can always take a spoolie and just kind of rub it off the tips if you don't want it to look too spidery, okay? And then at this point, this is when I'm already under the eye, and I can look and see if my concealer is starting to crease. And if it is, I just pat it. I just pat it. Now you can take a tiny, tiny bit of powder with a very strategic brush, and watch this. You can, just where you crease, you can do the tiniest bit of translucent powder. But during the day, if I ever see creases on me or my actress, I had a girl the other day who was young. She was 28. I did a commercial, real pretty girl. I did concealer, and then like an hour later she was creasing, and I went in and I just took my finger, my clean finger, and I pressed, and it just smoothed it all back out. That's all you have to do. Women get so upset about the creasing. You just take a warm finger and press it back out. It's so simple, right? Okay. I am going to do bronzer today. Another thing I love to do with Effortless is bronzer. This is the Mob Beauty bronzer, and it's so pretty because I feel like it has the tiniest bit of rosiness to it. See how it's real dull? It's not orangey. This is a blush here, but see how it's kind of like on the dull side? I love that because it looks more like a real suntan to me. And I'll go always at the top of my forehead, always at the temples. If you would like to see a video on how to contour a face over 40, let me know. I'm not a huge fan of contouring over 40. I don't think most women over 40 need contouring unless they're maybe a little bit heavier and they have a little extra weight and they want to kind of, you know, sculpt their face a little bit. Then I can show you how to do that in a soft, pretty way. But let me know. I'm not going to do videos for you if it's not, you know, something you want. Okay, So see, I'm just doing bronzer today. I just feel like being effortless. And keep in mind, I can do my whole face like this in 10 minutes, all right? I literally can do my whole face in 10, 12 minutes. So don't think that this, because this video is now probably 30 minutes, I don't want you to think that it takes this long to do my face every day. It does not. I can do my whole face like this in maybe 10, 12 minutes. And you can even skip certain steps, but you know, when I'm talking and explaining and, you know, of course it's gonna take a little longer, okay? And then I always take some bronzer and I go on my jawline and down my neck a little bit. It's a fun little trick I love. You don't have to do that. That's just what I like to do. And it kind of carves out my jawline, especially these jowls. Ugh, the jowls, I can't stand it. Okay, then I love a fan brush. I don't know who makes this, but I think I got it at Ulta. It's a little fan brush, and I take, watch this, I take the highlighter. This is also Mob Beauty, and I go down the center of my nose. Now, I always loved the Becca highlighters. I have them in my professional kit. I always had one on myself, but to me, the Mob Beauty, look, I even go up on the brow bone a little bit, just tiny, just pat, pat. The Becca, close up, the Becca looks more like a product sitting on top of your skin. I don't know how Vic did this. Vic is the owner of Mob Beauty and also the creator. He's the cosmetic chemist. I don't know how he did this to look so skin-like, but I am all for it. It is gorgeous. And if you want to know any of these colors I've used, this is, I don't know what bronzer this is. I don't know which highlighter this is. I know this is M6 right here. And then I did the highlighter in my inner eye and on my eyelid, but it's in my Instagram highlight. And I can even put them in the description of this episode. I always say episode or show like I'm doing some TV show here of this video. I'll put the numbers there because you can customize this video. And let's see, I don't think I have, darn it, I don't have my lip liner. So to complete this, let's see, I'm just gonna do a gloss today, because a gloss is effortless, right? Normally I would love to do a little lip liner, but I don't have it on me, so guess what? I'm not gonna do it. This is so pretty, look at that. It's like a pink with a metallic gold in it, and it's called Bare Shimmer. It reminds me of NARS Orgasm, and it has the Madagascar vanilla in it, so it tastes and smells so good. Now I know I'm gonna have to put on a mask later, so, ugh. And then I love to finish with the NYX Dewy finish. They also make a radiant finish, which is in between dewy and matte, and they make a matte finish. And what I'll do is, and it sets it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am in a close-up mirror, and this, my skin is so glowy, but it does not look like makeup. It just looks like glowy skin. So let's take the hair down, see how it all looks. I have a bobby pin back here. You know me, I like messy hair. I like effortless messy hair. I rarely do my hair. But anyway, what do we think? I love it. And honestly, this only takes 10 to 12 minutes. I'll time myself someday, but I usually can do my whole face in 10 minutes. I'm really fast and easy, and I feel cute. I feel cute, I feel youthful, I feel glowy, I feel very franche, I feel very effortless, chic. off to the mall. Okay, here is the exciting news. Exciting news, okay? I need you to really hear me out here. Mob Beauty is doing a giveaway next week, and they asked me to be a part of it. And I'm so excited because one of my followers will win this quad customizable palette. You get to pick what's in it. You might want to do a highlighter, a bronzer, a blush, a couple shadows. You might want to do a blush, a highlighter, the cake liner that I've done. That black cake liner is amazing. A couple shadows. You get to pick what you want. And you can even go over to mobbeauty.com, or you can go to my Instagram and you could, it's at the Mob Beauty is their handle, and you get a lipstick of your choice. That's what I should have put on. Let's just put it on right now. I picked the prettiest lipstick. Look at that. It's like a peachy color because I love Brigitte Bardot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That. There we go. I just wasn't thinking. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you get to pick a lipstick of your choice, a customizable quad palette. This giveaway starts next week. So go to my Instagram if you're not following me, Clean Beauty Babe, or Michelle M. Spieler for Marie, Michelle M. Spieler, or Clean Beauty Babe on Instagram. I'm going to announce the giveaway starting Monday, and next Friday, which is the 26th, next Friday, I will announce the winner, and you get to customize your own palette. And I can help you if you're like, oh, I don't know what to pick. I can help you, okay? I can walk you through it and help you. But they are incredible, clean beauty, vegan, cruelty-free, and this is sustainable because when you run out of a product, you just simply pop a new one in. And their packaging is unbelievable. So this is their packaging. This is how everything comes. If you take off the label, you can compost this. I mean, I love them so much. It's Vic who created all these formulas, started MAC Cosmetics in the 80s with Frank Toscan, Frank Angelo. And so they don't pay me to say anything. They don't ask me to say anything. I talk about them because I am so passionately in love with this brand, and I want them to disrupt the beauty industry and really change it. And I want you guys to help them do that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps. Any comments really help me. Any feedback, any questions about future videos, any questions about products. I do my best to get back to everyone. I think I'm pretty good at that. And I will do my best to put all the products in the description. I'm not going to put links except for my Beautycounter link. I will name all the products, but I'm not going to put links because it's tiring. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make money off you. If I send you all to Amazon like I've done in the past, it's so much work and I earn only pennies and it's just not worth it. And that way you can buy it at where you want it. You can buy it at Ulta or Target or Walmart or Walgreens, but this way you just know the product and you can buy it when and how you want. Okay? Bye for now. Thanks.